Hey, Raider Nation. What's good, fam? Buckle up, because we got a bombshell brewing in Las Vegas that's got the NFL buzzing and every Raiders fan on the edge of their seat. Picture this. The free agency market is drying up faster than a desert river, and our beloved Las Vegas Raiders still don't have that game-changing wide receiver we've been screaming for. But hold up. Could the answer to our prayers be a name we all know, a name that once lit up the Coliseum in silver and black? Here's the teaser that's going to hit you like a Max Crosby sack. Whispers are swirling about a reunion no one saw coming. Yep, I'm talking about Amari Cooper, the former Raiders star, who could be making a jaw-dropping return to Vegas. The wide receiver market shrinking. Stefon Diggs just inked a deal with the Patriots for 3 years and $69 million, leaving Cooper as the top dog still out there. Raider Nation, are you ready for this twist? Stick with me, because we're diving deep into why this could be the move that turns our offense from a question mark into an exclamation point. Fans are restless, and rightfully so. Our passing game needs a spark, and Cooper's name is lighting up polls and conversations everywhere. Let's break it down and see if this reunion could be the silver and black redemption story we've been waiting for. Raider Nation, let's set the stage. This ain't just gossip. It's a full-on fan movement. The Las Vegas Raiders are staring down a glaring hole at wide receiver after trading Davante Adams last season, and Jacoby Myers can't carry the load alone. Brock Bowers is a beast at tight end, sure, but we need a true WR1 to stretch the field and give our new QB Geno Smith a legit weapon. Enter Amari Cooper, the prodigal son who started his NFL journey with us back in 2015. Drafted 4th overall, this guy was a straight-up star. 292 catches, 3,893 yards, and 27 touchdowns in his Raiders days before we shipped him off to Dallas in 2018. Now, with a free agent pool looking thinner than a Vegas buffet line at midnight, Cooper's name is rising to the top like a pirate ship out of the mist. Here's where it gets wild. Raider fans aren't just dreaming, they're demanding it. A recent poll on Silver and Black Pride dropped some serious stats. Over 1,100 votes, and Cooper snagged 31% of the love, edging out Tyler Lockett at 26%. Keenan Allen and Elijah Moore lagged behind, and 15% said none of the above, but the message is clear. Raider Nation wants Coop back in the fold. Let's talk history. Fam, Amari Cooper wasn't just some guy in a Raiders jersey. He was a guy. His rookie year in 2015, a cool 1,070 yards and 6 TDs. Year 2, another 1,153 yards and a Pro Bowl nod. This dude was electric, slicing through defenses with routes so crisp they'd make a chef jealous. And he did it all in silver and black. But then, the plot twist hit. Traded to the Cowboys mid-2018, leaving us wondering what could have been. He balled out in Dallas, racking up 292 catches for 3,893 yards in their system. But here's the kicker. He's a free agent now, coming off a down year with the Bills. 44 catches, 547 yards, 4 scores. Some say he's lost a step, but Raider Nation knows talent when we see it, and we're betting he's still got gas in the tank. So why is this reunion talk heating up? It's simple. Our offense is screaming for help. Geno Smith's got the arm, Myers has the hands, and Bowers is a matchup nightmare. But we need that third piece. Cooper's size, catch radius, and familiarity with the Raiders' vibe could be the spark that turns our playoff dreams into reality. All right, let's get into the juicy details. Why does Raider Nation love this idea so much? That poll I mentioned, it's not just numbers, it's a battle cry. With 1,139 votes cast, Cooper's 31% win wasn't a landslide. Lockett was right there at 26%, but it shows the faith we've got in our former first-rounder. Fans aren't just nostalgic, they see a solution. Think about it. After Stefon Diggs cashed in with New England, the free agent receiver market went from a buffet to crumbs overnight. Cooper's the last big name standing. A 5-time Pro Bowler who's hit 1,000 yards 7 times in his career. Yeah, 2024 was rough. 547 yards split between Cleveland and Buffalo. But at 30 years old, he's not done. He's just waiting for the right stage. And that stage? It's Las Vegas, baby. Imagine Cooper lining up opposite Myers, with Bowers underneath and Geno slinging it. defenses would be sweating, and Raider fans would be losing their minds in the stands. This ain't just a reunion. It's a chance to rewrite history and fix a wrong from 7 years ago. Let's paint the picture, Raider Nation. What would Cooper's return look like? Flashback to those Oakland days. Coop hauling in deep balls, juking corners, and stacking up stats like a Vegas casino piling chips. Now, fast forward to 2025. Same dude, same jersey, but with a chip on his shoulder and a city ready to explode. The numbers back it up. In his Raiders tenure, he averaged 74 catches and 973 yards a season. Even in a down 2024, he still snagged 4 TDs in 14 games. Pair that with Geno Smith, who just joined us from Seattle, and you've got a QBWR duo that could turn our 79.8 rushing yards per game offense into a balanced attack that keeps coordinators up at night. Here's the suspense. Will the front office listen to the fans? We got $44.2 million in cap space for the latest updates, so the money's there. But are they sold on Coop, or are they eyeing a draft instead? Raider Nation, what's your gut telling you? Drop it in the comments. Okay, fam, let's talk strategy. Why Cooper makes sense right now. The Raiders aren't rebuilding. We're reloading. Grabbing Geno Smith was step 1. Dude's a legit starter with a cannon arm. Step 2? Surround him with weapons, and Jacoby Myers alone ain't cutting it. We need a Robin to his Batman, and Cooper's a perfect fit. Look at the market. Top receivers are gone. Diggs is a Patriot. Cooper Kupp's a Seahawk on a $45 million deal, and Keenan Allen's still floating out there, but trailing in the polls. Cooper's projected at a 2-year, $37.8 million deal by Spotrac. But here's the kicker. Late in free agency, we might snag him for a 1-year prove-it contract. That's a steal for a guy with his pedigree. The cliffhanger? Timing. Free agency's a ghost town, but the draft's looming in April. Do we roll the dice on a rookie or lock in Cooper now and pair him with a young stud later? I'm leaning toward Coop. Experience wins games, and we're tired of waiting. Raider Nation, let's get real. Cooper's got baggage, and we can't ignore it. Back in the day, he'd vanished some games, 20 times with us. He had under 40 yards on 4 or fewer catches. Same story in Dallas. 15 disappearing acts in 56 games. He's a roller coaster. Spectacular one week, invisible the next. But here's the flip side. That was then, this is now. At 30, he's a vet who's seen it all. For teams, 10 years, over 10,000 career yards. His 2024 dip? Blame shaky QB play and a mid-season trade from Cleveland to Buffalo. With Geno's consistency and Chip Kelly's offense, Cooper could feast, turning those quiet games into distant memories. So what's the risk? Not much. A 1-year deal keeps us flexible, and if he balls out, we've got a WR1. If not, we pivot to the draft next year. Raider Nation, are you willing to bet on Coop's redemption arc? Hit me with your thoughts. Let's dream big, fam. What if Cooper's return is more than a roster move? What if it's a statement? Imagine the headlines. Raiders bring back Amari Cooper, signal playoff push. After years of heartbreak. Trading Adams, losing Carr, we finally have a feel-good story to rally around. Picture Allegiant Stadium, Week 1, 2025. Cooper streaks down the sideline. Geno hits him for a 40-yard TD, and 65,000 fans in silver and black lose their damn minds. That's not just a play. It's a vibe, a spark that could flip our 7-win floor into a wild card ceiling. Analysts like Bleacher Report's Andrew Peters see it too. Cooper as the missing piece alongside Myers and Bowers. The suspense builds. Will he sign? Every day without a deal feels like an eternity, but the buzz is growing. Raider Nation, can you feel it? Are we on the verge of something epic, or is this just off-season hype? Let's hear your predictions. All right, let's zoom out. Why has this reunion got the NFL buzzing? It's not just us. Analysts are all over it. ESPN's Bill Barnwell calls Cooper a viable number 2 who could thrive with Geno. The Score's Daniel Valente predict a Raiders landing, saying we're set on competing in 2025. Even BVM Sports sees Coop boosting our playoff hopes. The stats don't lie. Cooper's at 7 1,000-yard seasons, 5 Pro Bowls, and a knack for big moments. Yeah, 2024 was a hiccup, but 547 yards in a split season ain't retirement numbers. It's a guy waiting for the right fit. Las Vegas could be that fit, turning a down year into a comeback story. Here's the hook. Other teams are sniffing around, Broncos, Panthers, Chiefs, but Raider Nation's voice is the loudest. Are we about to steal Coop from the pack? Or will someone swoop in? Stay tuned, fam. The story's heating up. Raider Nation, let's talk legacy. Cooper's Raiders' roots run deep. Drafted when we were still in Oakland, he was our golden boy, our hope. That trade to Dallas stung, but it wasn't his call. Now at 30, he's got a chance come full circle to finish what he started in silver and black. Think about the narrative. A decade in the league for teams and back to where it began. He's not the burner he was at 21, but his route running's still elite. Smooth as a Vegas blackjack dealer. Pair that with Geno's precision, and we're not just filling a roster spot. We're rewriting history. The question lingers. Does Cooper want this as bad as we do? No whispers from his camp yet, but the fan love might pull him back. Raider Nation, would seeing Coop in silver and black again hit you in the feels? Drop your nostalgia in the comments. Let's get practical. How does this deal happen? We got $44.2 million in cap space, plenty to play with. A 1-year, $10 to $15 million deal keeps us in the game without breaking the bank, leaving room to draft a long-term WR in April. Spotrac's $37.8 million over 2 years feels steep, but late March could mean a bargain. The front office is quiet, but GM John Spytek's got a rep for bold moves. Geno Smith was proof. Cooper's a low-risk, high-reward grab, especially with the draft looming. If we wait too long, though, someone else might pounce. Denver's lurking with Bo Nix needing targets. The tension's real. Every Raiders news update could drop the bombshell. Raider Nation, are you checking Raiders.com daily like me? What's your price limit for Coop? Let's debate it below. Raider Nation, let's flip the script. What if Cooper's not the answer? Some fans on X, like at 642 Foxdale, say he quit on us back in the day, just like Adams and Moss. They're pushing for youth, a draft pick over a vet. Fair point. Cooper's had his ghost games, and a rookie could grow with Geno long-term. But here's my counter. Experience trumps potential when you're chasing wins now. A rookie's a gamble. Look at last year's WR class. Half-flopped. Cooper's a known quantity. A plug-and-play star who's been there, done that. Plus, we can still draft a kid and let him learn behind Coop. The debate's heating up. Vet versus youth. Reunion versus reset. Raider Nation, where you at? Are you Team Cooper or Team Draft Pick? Hit the comments. I want to see this war play out. Let's ramp up the hype. What could Cooper mean for 2025? Analysts at Sporting News say he's a running mate Myers needs, turning our WR room from thin to legit. BVM Sports predict a playoff push with Coop, Geno, and Bowers clicking. That's not just talk. That's a vision. Imagine the AFC West. Chiefs with Mahomes, Chargers with Herbert, Broncos with Nix, and us with Geno and Co-op. We'd be in the mix, scrapping for a wild card spot or better. After years of almost, this could be the move that gets us over the hump. Silver and black swagger back in full force. The stakes are high. One signing could shift our season. Raider Nation, can you smell the postseason yet? Tell me your boldest 2025 prediction. Let's get wild with it. All right, fam, let's wrap this roller coaster. Where are we at? The Amari Cooper reunion buzz is real, fueled by fan polls and a gaping hole in our offense. He's not perfect, but he's ours, a Raider at heart with the skills to match. The clock's ticking, and every day, without news feels like a fourth and long. I'm all in. Cooper's the spark we need, the redemption arc we deserve. But it's not my call, it's Spytek's, and he's playing it close to the chest. Will we see that silver and black number 19 jersey again? Or is this just off-season fever? Stay glued to Las Vegas Raiders news. Fam, this could drop any second. Raider Nation, you're the heartbeat of this story. What do you say? Drop your hype, your doubts, your dreams in the comments. Smash that like button, subscribe for the latest Raiders updates, and share this with your crew. Let's get the nation roaring. One last thing, fam, let's keep the faith. Whether it's Cooper or someone else, the Las Vegas Raiders are building something fierce. Gino's here, cap space is stacked, and the draft around the corner. We're not just fans. With a pulse of the silver and black, and 2025 is our year to shine. Picture this: a legion rocking, opponents shaking, and Raider Nation chanting louder than ever. Cooper could be the key, or maybe he's the first domino. Either way, we're on the cusp of something big. What's your ultimate Raiders wish list? Lay it out below. Here's the call. Like, comment, subscribe, and spread the word. Raiders news doesn't sleep, and neither do we. Hit me with your takes, and I'll be back with the latest as soon as it drops. Until then, stay proud, Raider Nation. Silver and black forever.